The play Hamlet opens with perhaps the most famous scene in Anglo-American dramatic history, that is the ghost of King Hamlet appearing and startling Marcellus and Horatio. But I really want to begin our discussion with the first appearance of Prince Hamlet, of course, the main figure in the play. We meet him during a lavish ceremony involving his uncle Claudius and his mother Gertrude. They are the new king and queen of England following the recent death of Hamlet's father, King Hamlet. And Claudius, having dispensed with some business, now turns to his troubled nephew, now I suppose his stepson. His mother says to Hamlet, this is lines Act 1, Scene 2, line 74, if it be why it seems so with thee, what's wrong with you, Hamlet? What's bothering you? Hamlet is clearly standing on stage dressed in black like he's in Manhattan, and a disaffected artist, which in some respects he is. And she says, what's wrong with you? Why seems it so particular with thee? Hamlet says, seems, madam, nay, it is. No, I know not seems. There is something in me other than what you see on the surface, Hamlet insists, that is essential, that is critical, that you can miss just by looking. And in that simple line, which we, again, might take for granted, we see the assertion of modern individuality or selfhood that actually would have been fairly foreign to the medieval Catholic world out of which Shakespeare's world has just emerged. Hamlet is saying, in other words, what we all take for granted. Hey, there's a me in here. There's a real essential me. There's not just a show. There's not just a show. But again, in terms of Anglo-American literature, this is revolutionary. He says, it is not alone my inky cloak, good mother, nor customary suits of solemn black, nor windy suspiration of forced breath, no, nor the fruitful river in the eye, nor the dejected behavior of the visage, together with all forms, moods, shapes of grief, that can denote me truly. There is no outer part of me that can capture the essential me. These indeed seem, for they are actions that a man might play, but I have that within which passes show. These but the trappings and the suits of woe. In short, for Hamlet, like for us, there is some sense of the self, some sense of the identity trapped within, which eludes the outside, which eludes the exterior, which is constituted by a pure interiority. And very difficult to describe because only we experience it, or only I experience the essential I-ness of me. To transfer or communicate that to you is very, very difficult. And that's what Hamlet is insisting here and throughout the play. He says, in other words, I may look like the typical disaffected, angry young man, the avenging son. I may look like that. It may seem as if in this revenge play I am going to play that role. But I insist that there's something different about me. I look like that. That's my assigned role. I understand that. But I insist there's something different. And frankly, nothing captures the modern experience more than Hamlet's early insistence to his mother and to his uncle, now the king and in some ways his stepfather, that there is something more in him